Hi, this is Guru Francis, Big Boy Screamer, and today's another episode of Bayani Talk. Hi everybody, this is Guru Francis, Big Boy Screamer, and today's another episode of Bayani Talk. And today I'd like to talk about appreciating the past. So recently I had somebody comment to me about why are we so stuck in the past when it comes to Filipino martial arts. Aren't we afraid of becoming too focused on the past and not so much in evolving or adapting the style? Well, you know, the thing about that is, like, as somebody who got a degree in religion and he's getting his master's degree in divinity, I have a strong appreciation for the past. I truly believe this, that without understanding the past, we can't really understand where we're going. It's like having a destination. You can't really know how far you're going unless you know where you started from. Okay, so those are always a very important thing. But let me just break it down as to why I think appreciating the past is so important, especially when it comes to Filipino martial arts. Why? Step one, because we need to know why it was even put together. Why was it even invented to begin with, right? Understanding why the FMA was evolved into what it is today is crucial to understanding how it's going to evolve beyond today. Okay, so we need to be able to understand why it was built, why it was put together, and it was put together in a sense of rebellion against our oppressors. It was put together as a way of us defending the things that we love, including our family, our land, ourselves, our culture. That's why it was put together. Now, for us to not appreciate that, then it's just a sport. It's just a hobby. Filipino martial arts might be a hobby today, but it wasn't born as a hobby. It was born out of necessity, and it was born out of love for their loved ones, love for their country, love for their culture, and love for whatever the things that they're fighting for. That's why it's so important that we have to appreciate the past, where it came from. Because if we don't, then why are we doing what we're doing? Now, the person that commented this is saying that it's never going to evolve like MMA, for example. Well, the thing about it is, I have mad respect for mixed martial arts, okay? But it's still a sport. FMA was born in oppression. It was born out of subjugation by the Spaniards and even other countries like Japan when it came to the Philippines. And then it was used not as a sport, but as a way to protect what is ours. Now, why is that so important? Again, just to kind of put the two things together, I have nothing against sports competition, because that's the closest thing, like I've said in previous videos, that's the closest thing that we have to real life and death situation. But the truth of the matter is, FMA was born in a real life and death situation. And FMA, it was not born as a sport. You know, our founding fathers of Filipino martial arts were not thinking, you know what we should do, pare? We should, what do you call that? We should make a martial arts that's good for sports. No, that's not what they did. They said, pare, these people are coming to take my land and take my family. We got to stop them. That's what FMA was born at. And then you can't appreciate where it's gone to without understanding where it started. And it started from fighting the oppressors. Okay, one of my most favorite quotes one of the mottos or one of the creeds of the Katipunans was, fight the oppressed and defend the oppressors. I'm sorry, oh, that was bad. Defend the oppressed and fight the oppressors. Oh my goodness, I should probably just edit that out. Well, anyway, it's okay. But what I'm trying to say is that FMA we can't really understand what FMA is without understanding where it started from. And it did not start from a sport aspect. It started from defending our way of life aspect. Secondly, why is it important to appreciate the past? Because the past is the starting point. I've said this already. But when they did their techniques, when they did their style, when they did their maneuvers, whatever that may be, it was, again, trying to defend themselves, right? Trying to defend their way of life. So now that we're doing it, we might not have that same motivation. Nobody's oppressing me, in a sense. Another foreign country is not oppressing me. Okay, I'm very blessed to live in the United States, and we're the land of the free. And I'm actually in Rialto, California, because I kind of wanted to shoot that as a backdrop, right? But my point here is that, you know, I'm never going to understand what that is. Hopefully I never have to understand what it's like to use my FMA in a way to protect at that level, okay? But because of that, we understand why the moves were done and done in a specific way. So then if we are going to adapt it to a sport or any other thing, we know how to adapt it based upon the necessity of what it is back then. And that's the one thing about Filipino martial arts that I can confidently say. Filipino martial arts is efficient in movement, it's economy in motion, meaning it doesn't do more than it has to. So it is based upon real life situations. So being able to adapt it today, it's still applicable. Now, if it's not applicable to what it was before, then why is it that every tier 1 military group is using Filipino martial arts as part of their self-defense system when it comes to knife and even empty hands? If it's still not relevant, it wouldn't be used by the actual real warriors of today. The people that do defend this, to use this to defend their cultures and just being able to come home. Okay, and lastly, FMA does evolve. It continuously adapts every single day by the next fighter, by the next practitioner. The way I do my FMA is completely different from the way my teachers does FMA. Why? Because FMA, just like I've said in many times, is designed not for a specific body type, but for anybody who wants to do FMA. That's why I started the Anybody FMA campaign. This is why I call myself Big Boy Screamador, because FMA, even though I'm a big person, I can do this because I made FMA adapt to what I needed to do. Now, some of you may not call me FMA, a Filipino martial arts practitioner. That's fine, that's on you. But I know, and my teachers know, and the people that love me and my students know that I am a Filipino martial arts practitioner. And the way my students fight is completely the way I fight, different from the way I fight. That is why FMA is adaptable. So I'm not worried about appreciating the past so that we can still move forward to the future. Okay, it is because I appreciate the past is why I push FMA to continue to grow even beyond me. And there's this one saying that I've been bouncing around my head. I write the chapters that my predecessors started and for my successors to read and continue. This is what FMA is about. We have to appreciate the past so that we can move forward with the future, adapt, and be able to grow it to the next level. I don't know, do you agree? Do you believe that in order for you to really appreciate Filipino martial arts, you need to appreciate and understand the past? Comment down below. And please, don't forget to hit the like, share, and the subscribe button. And don't forget that notification button so that you're aware of the latest video that drops. And if you're looking for a Filipino martial arts school and you're in Southern California, Riverside, Inland Empire area, visit our sister school at www.fmaschool.com. Until then, my name is Guru Francis. Peace out, God bless, and keep swinging them sticks.